Hello everybody, my name is Tom and welcome back to another video here on the channel. We're back on Ebony Island on our little farm that we're only 3 episodes into and it's going very well so far. Since you were with me last time, I've done a couple of contracts. We've got our funds up to 25,000 and we do still have that 10,000 loan outstanding. We are going to pay that off today, which will be very, very good. And the main plan, the first plan today is to cultivate the field that we harvested in the first 2 episodes. Harvested the wheat, sold the wheat, and then we did the bales, and they're tucked away nicely in our shed, ready for when we get some animals in the future when they'll use those as feed. So that's the plan today. We're going to lease a cultivator and cultivate that field. A massive thank you for the huge amount of support I've been having on these videos in this series and on the channel as a whole. The response has been absolutely mind-blowing. The advice, the likes, the subscriptions, the comments, the interactions, everything has been brilliant. So thank you for that. I'm really glad you're enjoying this series. I am too. And if you are enjoying it, why not like the video? It really means a lot to me. It helps to push it out into the algorithm and get more people interested and involved in the video. Also, if you're really enjoying my content, why not hit the subscribe button? I'm getting ever closer to 400 subscribers. I'd love to hit that milestone in this series. That would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, why not subscribe? It'll mean a huge amount to me and it'll be absolutely amazing if you do. We have arrived at the shop. Let's jump into here and we're going to lease the cultivator. I should turn the engine off because it's just good practice, isn't it? In fact, before we lease that, let's repay that loan that was outstanding. That's got rid of 10,000. We're down to 15 grand, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's get the cultivator. We're going to go for this Limken Smaragd. Forgive me for pronunciations. We're going to go for this one. We're going to lease it. I think it'll do the best. It's going to cost us £1,249 to lease, but I think it's going to do the business for us. I'm hoping we're not going to need a weight because we haven't got a weight for this one. How heavy is it, in fact? Can we have a look in here? It is 1.6 tons. I think we're going to need ourselves a weight of some form. Let's get ourselves... We may as well buy the weight. I mean, I don't think it... There we go. That one. Do we need to level it out? Does it need to be equal? I don't know if it does need to be equal because obviously there's a lot of weight in the tractor itself, but someone will let me know in the comments, I am sure. Let's pick up the cultivator and then we'll trundle back to our farm where I'm going to talk about a few little ideas that have appeared in the comments. Very much tempted by while we're in the early stage of this save anyway. We're going to wipe out half the town, aren't we? We might have to take some country roads to get home. Let's go the country route because we are, we're far too wide for the roadways and we're pretty much too wide for these country lanes as well, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So the first thing I'm considering doing is something that Mirth Dragonfire, comment on screen now, has suggested we do in this save, is sell off one of our tractors. We've got 3 tractors at the moment. We don't really need 3. I think 2 will be okay. We did put the front loader and pallet fork on the biggest tractor last time out, and then we're now using this green one for this one. But I do think it would be a good idea, as Mirth has said, to sell off our smallest tractor, just because I don't think we need it at the moment. I don't see why we need to have 3 tractors running around. It's a valuable asset. I think it's worth about 18, 20k, something like that. And we could really do with that money, 18,000, to reinvest into something else. We could potentially buy another field with it and do some harvesting and get some more income. There are lots of things we can do. So once we've got this field cultivated, it is something I'm considering is going to sell off our smallest tractor. And the second thing is, I've kind of already touched on it. It'd be nice, and I think a decent idea, purchase another field with that money and reinvest and start again, getting some harvesting in, because I think we're a bit stuck. Well, I say we're a bit stuck. Once it rolls over to August, we are going to be able to harvest that corn. But I was just looking at something. Let me just pull around this corner and I shall show you what I was looking at, which is something I've not really looked at before, but it's a really important part of the game, and I'm kind of worried I haven't done it before, is here you've got the pricing. So August now, the price goes from pretty much the highest it is all year down, and the price is going to go down, down, down for corn. So we need to store it until maybe at least December or January to really get a good price. I mean, it goes up to well over double, about 2.5 times the price. So we could sell in September and we're going to get around 900, I think, per 1,000 litres. Or we could hold on to it. It all depends, again, on the financial situation. I assume we can put corn in our silos. I'm not sure how that works. But that's a part of the game I've never really considered. And I do think it would be a good idea to start considering that, because it really, really does affect how much we can earn. And logic tells me in my head that when something is harvested, it's at its almost its least profitable because it's so available, readily available. So maybe we do need to start thinking about storing some of these things and saving them for when the price gets higher. Right, so as you can see, we are now cultivating this field. I'm tempted to get a worker to do it. Though I've hired workers on this map before, away from camera and doing contracts, just little contracts like cultivating and things like that. I have hired workers to help me out. And they don't do the greatest job purely because these fields aren't square. And AI workers do seem to struggle quite a lot with fields that aren't square. So I'm not wholly sure if it's the best way for us to do it is to use an AI worker. By the way, if there's a way or a mod maybe of AI workers that makes them better, let me know, because that would be really, really interesting to use. Maybe because we've done the outside edge, it might be okay, because they seem to miss a lot of ends and corners and things. So maybe what we do is we cultivate just down to here, get that bit finished, because I think because the hedgerows are so close, they do seem to get a bit upset when they can't turn round properly. But if I've done the outside, hopefully that should mitigate some of that. But let's see. Let's start them off here. There we go. He's off and running. Let's see how he does, because in the meantime, we can go. He's going to miss that strip there. It's okay. We'll leave him to it. It's all right, because what we're going to do for the moment is we're going to take that tractor back to the shop. We're going to sell it and then see what we can do with that remaining money. We have got this. The yield bonus is going to be good. The corn is nearly there now. It's looking healthy. That's wonderful. We'll also need to work out what we're going to plant in here. It will need de-weeding. I don't even know how we de-weed things. That's something I've not even tried yet. I'm hoping there's a machine or you can spray it or something, because as you can see, we've got weeds growing and it needs liming as well. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. Is he now? He's missed that bit. We might have to pick that bit up a bit later. Let's go and pick up that other tractor and go and get some cash for it. I'm not sure how much we're going to get. I think it's about 18,000. I did have a quick look after I saw the comment from Mirth, but let's see. Let's see. It'll be nice. Whatever it is, it'll be a nice payday for something essentially we're not using. Let's go and have a look. Right, so we're at the shop. We have parked our tractor up in the little bay that we struggled to find the other day. So let's see. Let's sell it. What's it worth? It's worth 31,000. I just want to check actually. Is it got like? Is it really good? Is it the N175 direct? I want to double check. There, is it? Just want to double check. It's not like amazing. It's got decent horsepower, but otherwise, no. We are going to sell it. 31,000. We can definitely buy ourselves a new field with that one then. Excellent. Now the only issue is now I am the other side of the map, with no vehicle to take me back to the other side of the map. We're going to have to go for a long walk. Yeah. Can I hop the fence? I can hop the fence. We're gonna run through some fields here. Yeah, we need to get back to our farm. Right, this hopefully it'll be before dark. I don't want to be doing farming in the dark. Right, so we're pretty much back at the farm now. I have got the player speed mod, so we did crank that up so we could sprint across the map a little bit, which did help. Anyway, we've made it back, and I mean, one thing we do need to do is we need to clear up our yard because it is an absolute mess. After we did a grass cutting job and a baling job, we've just got our mower there, we've got our bale wrapper, we've got some leftover fertilizer. We did a fertilizing job as well, which we need to tidy up. Let's do a quick tidy. So I think what we're going to do after that is jump into the map and have a look at ourselves some new fields, because we've got 44,000 just chilling in our bank account, and I think it would be good to see if we can buy a field and get another harvest in, and maybe, you know, start working on that, because we've got the cultivator on loan, leased from the shop. So whilst we've got that, we may as well try and do another cultivate as well. So let's tidy up this yard. Let's pick that up, and I think we're just going to pop these just in the back. In fact, no, let's put these in the inside storage with the bales we picked up last time. That seems to make sense, doesn't it? Then we can put everything else kind of neatly away. I'm going to do that because this is quite tedious and boring, and then we're going to jump into the map and look at the fields and see what we can pick ourselves up as another field. Our third field on the farm. That's not bad going, really. There we go. That's a bit tidier. That's still sitting in the middle of nowhere, but that's fine. Is that? Do we ever work out if that's a cedar I think that's a fertilizer spreader. Is it? Let's have a quick look. I'm not 100% sure it's a fertilizer spreader. We haven't actually got ourselves a seeder at the moment, which is a little concerning. But it is what it is. It's something we can pick up if we need to. So the field has been supposedly finished cultivating. I can already see from here that we're just going to go straight through the hedges, I think, for this one. Can we go through this one? It's just up here. I can already see that the hedge, that there is some bits missed. I mean, you've missed all of it! Again, if there's anyone who knows how to make these AI work at least semi-properly, that would be great. That'd be wonderful. Right, I'll have to do that in a minute. Let's look at another field. Let's have a look and see what we can pick up. So we want something that's harvestable now. So wheat, barley, canola, oats, sorghum. Now, is sorghum harvestable with what we've got is another question I have. If we look at header, sorghum isn't it? Okay, so basically anything that's harvestable with that header and harvester combo, we can go for. Let's turn those on in this menu. There we go. So wheat, barley, canola, oats, and sorghum. What have we got that's near us? Not a lot. 208 is probably the nearest one. How much is that one? That's 42. That would leave us nearly broke if we bought that one. But it is quite close. Up here you got 222 and 219. They'd be decent. I'd much prefer to buy some of these. What have these got in them? What has field 200 and 197 and 196 got in them? So 197 has got potatoes and 200 has got nothing. What has field 200 got in it? Oh, it's nothing. It's just limed. So that's prepped to grow. Maybe we could jump on that one and just grow something. I'm guessing it's ready. It probably needs weeding. Yeah, so we could do that. That's an interesting conundrum. How much is that field? How much is field 200? Oh, 51. So that's actually more. It was 208, wasn't it? And 208 has got oats in it, and it was worth 42. We take that. We can harvest that straight away and maybe make some of that back. Do you want? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? We've got a lot of things to do now. And I want to try and get at least 2 of them done before the day's out. We want to get this cultivation finished and we want to get that harvested in that other field. Those 2 things are really important today. I'm not quite sure on the best route to get there. I think we might have to go down here and then maybe left. Can I get out of here without crashing into everything? No, I can't. We're still going to leave that header there. So I have no idea else where we can put it. I can't bother to take it back to the farm because we just need to come back over here this way and pick it up anyway. So we don't need to go down there because that just leads into that field 195. But I think we can go just down this tree line. I'm hoping there's a pathway. Is there? No, there isn't. Okay. Where do we go then? Do we have to all go to the end of the row? We're having to go through this farm to get there. I'm not sure we've gone the right way. Maybe we should have gone out to the road. Is this next field up here? This is quite yellowy. That's quite good. This is where the entrance to the field is actually on the next row over. I think it's just there by the looks of things. So we can get this harvested. I'm just going to double check because knowing me, I've probably gone and made a bit of a fail again. And it's not actually harvestable yet, which would be just ace, wouldn't it, really? Let's just double check. It is. I'm hoping it is. What have we got? We've got sorghum growing. 208 is sorghum. And sorghum can be harvested. Now, is it just a bit too early to harvest it? So that's a tomorrow job, I assume. Yeah, we might have bankrupted the farm. we might have done some bad things and have run out of money for our farm. So we've only got 1,627 left. And we haven't got any facilities to seed anything. We could sell equipment. I'd rather not. We might just have to sleep and then see what tomorrow brings. Because at the moment, we don't have any money left and there's nothing for us to harvest or grow or anything. Let's just load that again. There we go. We're going to finish this field off that the AI failed to do earlier, which won't take us too long. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be okay. I mean, we have no money now. I assumed because it said it was in the harvest season, we could harvest now. Maybe you actually physically need to, well, I mean, I know you can check it by going to that menu there. And you can see it's on dark green, so it is ready to harvest. Oh, farming's stressful. I don't like it. I'm going to get this field cultivated, and then I'm going to work out what the hell we do next. Right, and there's the last bit done. Let's tidy that away. We can fold it. Well, that would have made it a lot easier to transport down the road, wouldn't it? And we could have done that. Oh my days. What is that there? Is that another collectible? This has just saved the farm. That collectible has saved the farm. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. We're saved. Bankruptcy has been put at bay. Oh, we might be able to rent ourselves a seeder and some seeds so we can hopefully seed that. We need to get this cultivator back to the shop, give it back to them, get ourselves a seeder. We need to lime it as well. Don't know if I can be bothered to lime it. We can fertilise. We've got fertiliser and a fertiliser spreader. That's not going to cost us anything, which is great. But let's get back to the shop, get ourselves a seeder, get ourselves some seeds, and work out what we're going to grow, more importantly. So I've returned the cultivator. I've picked up the cheapest seeder I could get. I'm going to go for canola. Now, the seeder... Can I select the seed? I can. Let's change that over to canola while we drive, which is obviously very safe. I think that's canola, the big yellow flower. We have got still half a bag of seeds left at the shop, which we'll pick up one day when we're there with means to pick it up. But that day isn't today. We could try and use the ridge markers this time. When we did it on the field in Erlingrat in my other save, someone said you should use the ridge markers. You just have to drive over them, because then it kind of tidies it all up. So maybe we do need to try the ridge markers out and see. Maybe it really helps us get things in the right place. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not the world's greatest farmer, though I'm sure a lot of you have already suspected that. Next episode, a new day, all will be forgotten, which is perfect for me. Now, right, we're here at the field. We can start doing our seeding. I was going to maybe hire someone to do it, but I think it's something that would be good if I can do it myself. That would be better. Let's get ourselves into position. Right, let's try this ridge marker then. Let's put that down. I'm guessing when I go across next time, we do our second run, a second line, I'm guessing I need to maybe just drive my tractor down the middle of it. I'm not particularly sure, but you know what? We're going to find out. Let's go. We're seeding. We need to stick right to the edge of this field. I think we are going to go back and forward in strips, because I don't think going round and round when you're seeding works so well. But we will find that out. So we're going to hit this into a time lapse, and hopefully when we're finished, this field should be seeded. I just hope we have enough seeds for it. Looking at it so far, I think we might be okay. I think this might be the last line. It's really hard to see in the shadows at 4:15 in the afternoon, but I think this might be the last line we need to do. Let's just go and just double check. There is a small sliver there we can just pick up. Let's just pick that up, and then that is done, and we're finished. Pretty much. That's pretty good actually. We've got that planted with the canola. Let's just pick that up there. I don't think we've missed any bits at all. In fact, we have missed some bits here. I did use, as you saw in the time lapse, I did use the ridge markers for pretty much all of it, but I found it quite difficult to follow sometimes. The first few, as you can see with these ones around here, I kind of missed half of it because I didn't know exactly where the ridge marker was supposed to go. I think I was supposed to put it on like the inside tyre. So like drive that inside tyre along where the ridge marker was, and I think that's the key to success. So let's just finish off that one all the way up to there. Lovely. Let's pick that back up. In fact, let's turn it off. That might be a good idea. Let's fold it away. Beautiful. So I think to round off this episode with our 4,000 left in our pocket, we're going to take this seeder back to the farm, dump out the seeds we have got, because we want to keep those for another day, because I was worried we're going to use too much. We've only used, about 200 litres or so of them, which isn't too bad. I thought we were going to be close to using it all, but we weren't, which is fantastic. So we're going to dump the seeds in here alongside the fertilizer we had, and we can fertilize this field before we go. Should we fertilize the field? I don't think it's going to take us too long, is it? Let's unload. Look at that. It's unloading on the far side. Let's put the seed down by the entrance so we don't forget to take it back later, because then that will really, really hurt us financially. Let's dump him there. And let's go and pick up the fertilizer spreader and the fertilizer and fertilize our field. Right, we've filled it up with whatever we've got left over. We're going to run out before we fill it. Okay, perfect. We can spread 42 meters. I don't even know how far that is. That could be half the field for all I know. Yeah, I'm not sure how much it's going to spread. 42 meters feels like quite a lot. But we'll get into the field and we'll see what it looks like. We can check in with the map to see if it's fertilized properly or not. That's going to be our only way, really, of telling. And that will give it its first... In fact, does it say it needs fertilizer? Is it actually telling us that? It needs lime, it needs rolling, it needs weeding. No, it doesn't say it's any percentage fertilized. So, yeah, we definitely need to fertilize it. Then when we've got some more money in bank, we can think about lime. We can think about weeding. Weeding, definitely, I think we need to do. But we can think about lime. We can think about that. We can think about rolling, potentially, to get a little bit more yield out of the field. Let's lower it and turn it on. And let's see. We're doing huge amounts, aren't we? We're probably fertilizing half the road. Is that catching the edge? I think so, just. We'll do one run and then look at the map and see how good or bad it is. I'm not sure if we can use this machine to do lime. We might be able to. We'll have to check that. If we can, happy days. If we can't, never mind. Let's turn that way. In fact, let's try and do a whole circuit, because we're not going to run out of fertilizer, which is great. Let's try and do a whole circuit of the... Oh, no, you can see. There is a patch. Oh, you can see there's a subtle shading. That's useful. Did we get the entirety of that side? I think we did, you know. I think we might have got it all. We might have done the whole field in it. That's not bad, is it? Happy times. Let's just turn out of here. Lovely stuff. Let's just check the field. And there we go. Fully fertilized. Perfect. Yeah, so there we go. 50% fertilized. Perfect. But we need to do a lot more work to it to get it to any decent form of yield. I think we need to do rolling, lime, and weeding, as we said. But we're going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Seeing me nearly bankrupt the farm on episode 3 of this save. Oh, I mean, amazingly, that collectible literally saved the day. I can't believe it. But hey-ho, there we go. We'll take it. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. It would mean the world to me. And subscribe to see more of my content. It will let you know when things are going down, when videos come out. You'll get a little notification. And, you know, that's what we all want in life, is to be told when things are going on. Also, check out the links in the description for all other bits and pieces. You've got my socials on there and a link to CD Keys. If you are looking at buying the game and you'd like to save a bit of money on your games, check out CD Keys. It's very, very good. And anyway, I will see you very, very soon for another video. So take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.